This is the Sakar Murli of the 6th of July 2023. Essence. Sweet children, it is essential to imbibe the virtue of maturity in this knowledge. You must never have any arrogance. Have regard for the mothers. Question. What is the Father's hope for all the children? When will you be able to fulfill that hope? Answer. The Father's hope is that the children will make such effort that they change from ordinary humans into Narayan. It is through this that the Father will be revealed. Create such a revelation that the Father is praised and the children are also praised. Baba says, children, if you become Narayan from an ordinary human, temples will be built to both you and myself. Follow the Father in order to become worthy of worship like them. Promise yourself that you will follow him completely. Song. Since the day we met you. Om Shanti. You children feel that you are definitely listening to new things for the new world. This is our new love. No one else has personal love for the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Therefore this is a new aspect. You know that Baba is the purifier. This old world is called impure, and that new one is called the pure world. So your love will now be for the new world. You understand that your love is for the new world of heaven. That is called the Shiva Temple, whereas this is called a brothel. There are definitely vicious human beings here. In the Golden Age they are viceless, so it is called the Shiva Temple. It is Shiv Baba who establishes such a viceless world. You understand that in this old world there are definitely pictures of the deities who lived in the new world. The residents of Bharat have forgotten all of this, and they call it Hindustan. They say our Hindustan is lovely. Yes, it definitely was lovely, but the name in fact is not Hindustan. It is called the land of Bharat. So you children understand that these things definitely seem new. We have never heard such things before. This knowledge is unique to the whole world. The people of Bharat have many varieties of temple. Christians only had one church, and they later created many different churches. In the Golden Age there are no temples, because that is the kingdom of the living deities. The deities ruled in the new world, in the Shiva Temple. You now understand that you are about to go to the new world. Don't even think that these buildings Baba has built are new. In fact, they are old in this old world. Our love is now for that new world. Souls have love for the Supreme Soul, the one who is sitting in front of you. People think that the Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris have love for Brahma, but do you know that your love is only for one Shiv Baba and none other? Although your name is the Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris, your love is not for Brahma. This Brahma is a bodily being. He takes birth and rebirth. You should not form any relationship with bodily beings. Those gurus adopt names for themselves, such as Sachitananda, the truth, the living being, and the embodiment of bliss. However, it is only the Supreme Soul who can be called the truth, the living being, and the embodiment of bliss. You souls were the truth, living beings, embodiments of bliss, embodiments of peace, and embodiments of knowledge. You are now becoming those again at the Confluence Age. Just as the Father's praise is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace, so you too are embodiments of truth, living beings and embodiments of bliss. By remembering the seed and the tree, the entire knowledge enters your intellects. There are exactly 5 ages. It is now the Confluence Age. The world does not know of this Confluence Age. They might know about it, but they don't know the details, such as who ruled in the Golden Age or how they claimed that kingdom. You are now claiming your kingdom. You definitely have to come into the cycle and take rebirth. No one can remain in the Golden Age forever. It is now that you receive the recognition of heaven and hell. It is now the Iron Age, and then the Golden Age will definitely come. Therefore, it must definitely have been at the Confluence Age that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, came. His praise is distinct. It is not that the praise of one can be the same as that of another. Each one has his own sanskars and activities. They cannot be the same as those of another. Each soul has his or her own part. It has been explained to you children that you souls take 84 births. You are listening to new things. God speaks, I teach you Raj Yoga and make you into the kings of kings. That is, I make you into Lakshmi from an ordinary woman and Narayan from an ordinary man. Baba also asks, do you want to become Narayan of the Sun dynasty or Rama of the Moon dynasty? Children say, Baba, our aim and objective is to become those of the Sun dynasty. All are number-wise. Some barristers are very good, whereas others are ordinary. Some surgeons earn hundreds of thousands of rupees, whereas others earn very little. It all depends on how they studied. Among you too, there are many who will earn a great deal and claim a throne. This is a huge, unlimited godly college. There are limitations in other colleges. Only so many will pass. This college is unlimited. Therefore you are listening to new things. You now understand that it is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who gives you innocent one's power. You understand how much power you receive from the Supreme Soul. We are warriors standing on a battlefield. This is a new aspect. A war between the Pandavas and the Kauravas was mentioned in the Gita, but there is no question of a war. Every aspect is new. Krishna is not God, but he is the Alpha of the new world. All aspects are new, starting with Alpha. Lakshmi and Narayan are Alphas of the new world, and their children come after them. Lakshmi and Narayan are the Alphas of the golden-aged human world. Here Brahma, Alpha, is the creator of the human world. First of all, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is Alpha. Later, Brahma is made Alpha. Then Lakshmi and Narayan are made Alpha. Here you belong to the Brahmin clan. Brahma has been remembered as the head of the Brahmin clan. Although there are those other Brahmins, they have never heard the name of the Brahma Kumaris and Brahma Kumaris. This name is not even mentioned in the Gita. Therefore these aspects are new. Because of calling Bharat Hindustan, they speak of the Hindu religion. They have no knowledge of their ancient religion. It is as though the deity religion never existed. Because they don't know their own religion, they say that all religions are the same. People of all religions can come and stay here. They are free to do so. All religions are given regard, and so people of any religion can come and stay. Just look outside, how they continue to reject those of other religions. They continue to deport Indians from Ceylon and Burma. Bharat is in fact the land of the ancient deity religion. But they, the government, say that anyone can come and live here. Not all can live together. Everywhere there is so much conflict among religions. It is said that Bharat will give asylum to all religions. That is why Bharat is praised. You are now listening to new things. There is no one of the deity religion in Bharat at present. We are now making effort for the new world. Shiv Baba creates heaven. In fact, all are children of Brahma. But it is you Brahmins who have especially been remembered. When were you created? Surely you must have been created at the Confluence Age. The different castes have also been clearly shown. We become the top-knot Brahmins, then deities, warriors, merchants and Shudras. Although this knowledge is very deep and entertaining, it hardly sits in anyone's intellect. You children should imbibe this knowledge very well and never become upset with the teacher. Don't sulk and stop studying, otherwise you will end up in the very depths of hell. The Father has come to speak this knowledge, and so you should listen to it. On the path of devotion, so much discipline is maintained when they listen to the Gita. They listen with great discipline. They also go to their temple with that discipline. They follow firm disciplines every day. Your disciplines are extremely strict. Stay in remembrance for half a moment or 1 moment, and then increase it. By remembering Baba, the locks on your intellects will open. Shiv Baba does not churn the ocean of knowledge. He does not have to churn the ocean of knowledge. It is you who have to churn knowledge in order to explain it to others. Therefore you should never sulk, but have regard for each other. Some children don't know how to maintain regard for the Maharatis. The teachers are still the main ones. They make 10 to 12 similar to themselves, and so they have to be given that regard. It is as though you are Shiv Baba's agents. Not all agents can be the same. They are all number-wise, yet they are all agents. Some have very good dana. They remain on service day and night. Shiv Baba too has come here on service. Baba says, I perform a double task. I also serve the devotees. You know who performs the task of granting visions to the whole world. Although these things are predestined in the drama, they receive visions at that time. They think that God the Father granted them a vision through divine insight. People everywhere receive visions. Those visions are also fixed in the drama. You need an unlimited and broad intellect for this. These aspects are new. The cycle of the world should turn around in your intellects. Some spin the discus of self-realization very fast, and some slowly. You are the spinners of the discus of self-realization. Your intellects continue to work, number-wise, for service. Some are not able to spin the discus of self-realization. Although the wind blows in the same way and direction for everyone, the discus of some spins fast, whereas that of others spins slowly. The discus of some does not spin at all. What status will you receive if you don't spin the discus of self-realization? Therefore, these are new things. The Father continues to explain, if you want to claim your inheritance, claim it now. Otherwise, you will regret it later and also weep. You have to reveal the teacher. This is a very big college. If you study well, you will receive a good status. You should promise that you will follow the mother and father completely. It is not that the son of a barrister will become a barrister, no. Some will become doctors and some engineers. Some will even become like Satan, and others can become robbers. The Father says, in order to reveal me, change from an ordinary human into Narayan. My praise will be sung, and your praise will also be sung. You will become deities. A temple will be built to me, and yours will also be built. The main temple should be to one Shiv Baba. Then along with him there are the Brahmins and the children. There is variety in the Diwala temple. That is the greatest memorial. You are sitting here in the living form. They show idols of a Shakti riding a lion and a Maharati riding an elephant. It is said that an elephant was swallowed by an alligator. If there isn't remembrance of the Father, Maya the alligator will swallow you. Maya the alligator even swallows good Maharatis. Great maturity is needed here. There should be no arrogance of doing something. As much as possible, keep the mothers ahead in everything. Have regard for the mothers. All the keys should be with the mothers. All the news should come from the mothers. Yes, it is possible that some Kumars are more clever than the Kumaris and the mothers, but they have to write to Baba for advice. The king may issue the orders, but it is the queen who rules the kingdom. First it is the queen, then the king. Firstly, the mother guru is needed. There is no system here for men to become gurus. The law here says that you have to keep the mothers in front. Although some men become instruments to bring mothers into Gyan, the majority are mothers. You should not have any arrogance that you know everything or that you are clever. It is the mothers who have to be made clever. The centres have to be run by the mothers. At the end, it is through the mothers that the arrows will hit the sannyasis. Therefore everything has to be run according to the law. Those who defame the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, cannot claim a high status. Baba cautions everyone. You have to become very sweet. If you hear something that you don't like, then listen with one ear and let it out of the other. Anger causes a great deal of damage. Some write and ask, why is anger not said to be worse than lust? But no, lust causes you sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. Only one purifier has been remembered. Sannyasis cannot purify anyone. Therefore you are listening to new aspects that God, the highest on high, sits here and teaches. He is called Shri Shri. Then in the human world it is said Shri Lakshmi, Shri Narayan, Shri Rama, Shri Sita. Acha, who made them elevated? It was Shri Shri Shiv Baba. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dana. 1. Live in harmony with one another. Give regard to one another. Never sulk and thereby stop studying. 2. Anger causes a lot of damage. Therefore, if you hear something you don't like, listen with one ear and let it out of the other. Don't become angry. Become very sweet. Blessing. May you be a constantly clean, holy swan, whose intellect takes the food of pure thoughts. Holy swans do not take anything into their intellects except pearls of knowledge. Brahmin souls, who are the elevated top-knots, can never take anything that is below them. Holy swans means constantly clean, constantly pure. Purity is cleanliness. Holy swans can never have impure thoughts. Holy swans who always eat the food of pure thoughts remain constantly healthy. They cannot be influenced by anyone. Slogan. Become souls who love peace and reveal the Shanti Kund, the sacrificial fire of peace, with your mind. Om Shanti.